Be right back.
Yeah, I should say that, shouldn't I? I just wrote Seeds doing a quickie.
Old Man River, you don't
Buttercup might be out.
know
Might be
nothing.
shopping or something.
That old man river, he don't go no, he just keeps drifting along. This is about a 20-minute hangout. Why? Because we're going to bed shortly. But I'm having a shower. Could do a shower video,
Go on.
but no. Got aches and pains in my old body. Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it?
Yes. We're just getting restless because we want the house done.
Yeah, it'll happen when it happens. With the paving to do, yeah. Steps, ready to do. What's that for? Why can't you be in?
Because.
Yeah. Hello, buddy. How are you? What have you been up to? We've been busy doing stuff with the house.
What is the time? Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Is it really?
Yeah.
How time flies. Be right back.
I just think the next time you do a hangout, just call it BRB.
Yeah, I could do.
It's 9 o'clock. I don't even know what day it is. I think on Wednesday. 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night. Piano man.
Regular crowd
It
shuffles
shuffles
in.
in.
There's Bully with a gun, and Mel be right back.
And man.
I've got a itchy bum. I haven't, but it rhymes. Get stuck into that board in the morning. I'm always working, Willie. Very busy. Doing the house extensions means you're working every day. No bird sounds tonight.
No, they're all smart. They're asleep.
Because the heat's coming in again.
What do you mean again? We've had nothing but heat.
It's gone from extreme to just hot. The days of like 33, 34. It's a bit of a break. To remind me when we go down to get even just little round stickers that I can put in the end of the boards.
I forgot to write that on the list.
Measurements.
I need to buy writing pads too. I think I wrote that down. I wrote writing pads on the writing pad because I need them.
Right. Well, he's got snow outside his windows. I wonder if Bing Crosby is looking in.
Okay, well, do a video, put it on your channel now, we'll go watch.
Yeah, we'll close this down, Bully, if you put
And we'll
your
come and
camera
watch your
on,
video.
put your hangout up, watching the snow fall.
Yeah, I don't think you can do a hangout.
Why?
Don't you have to have so many subscribers and watch time?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yes. So do a video and put it on your channel.
Yeah, with your cooking video. Well, it's not much of an alpha male, really. If you're worried about
Oh God, don't even go there.
a lady that lives in a village in Wales is your biggest threat. Sounds a bit strange, really.
Just go and do a snow
Maybe he
video.
got beaten up by his mum when he was a child. Hello, VMAC. That's what he fears.
Now get scared. Was Bricky yum, VMAC?
Sounded good. Okay, so you're the...
Oh, because you didn't realise it was 9 o'clock when you... Dad, oh, you started the hangout.
That's
Yes, I was just going to say that, VMAC. Snap, as Mel says.
right.
We were just discussing it's to the point of the house getting done.
Yeah, it's all good. Takes time.
I know, it some days feels longer than others.
Well, I know. I mean, sitting in the air conditioner playing games all day just gets a bit tough on you, doesn't it? Hey,
Don't start, VMAC. Come and stick up for me.
VMAC is my #1 moderator.
Yeah,
She has total autonomy.
yeah.
She can even shut down me, and she does on occasions, whenever she pleases. She's what we call a behavioural modifier. You don't reach her standards,
You're out.
you're dead.
I actually have to check my oats.
When was the last time you had them? You meant other ones in a big packet.
I put them into airtight containers, but I better just check there's no wheels in them because of all the
Shouldn't
moving
be.
around and well, he's obviously
Wow.
not talking to you then, VMAC, eh?
She can push you around if you like. She's the boss. You know when you go to work, Billy, and you don't like the people you work with, you told me that. VMAC would probably be your supervisor at work, and if you misbehave, she'd probably send you to a room, teach you to sit in the corner, turn the computer off, and when she's good and ready, she'll let you decide when to go home.
Yeah, I can't see anyone called Mac in here, can you?
Mm-mm.
I can't see a Mac.
He has a fear of women. Have you noticed that?
Mm.
It's all got to do with the fear of women. It's extraordinary. Tells a lot about a man when his fear is greatly enhanced when around the gentler sex.
So, go do a video of the snow and put it on your channel.
Hello. Keeping it cool. Yeah, it's still drying.
Yeah, we're still watching paint.
I might do
yeah.
a nighttime video where you can't see it, but I just suggest it still will be drying. Mr. Bacon. Give me some hand.
Oh, come on, keeping you a bit slack. Where's my
Don't hide the...
kissy face?
What?
He didn't give me a kissy face.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
No. He just came in and said,
There you go.
there we go.
Yes, I just replied to Keeping, explaining that I'd like to show grass growing, but all I could show him would be sand swirling, occasionally swirling. I've never known it this dry. It's feeling magnanimous today. I'll let him stay for a few minutes.
Don't want him to get jealous. Alright, excuse me.
Who? Me
He
get
gave
jealous?
you a kiss face too. No.
Righto. Is that kind of guy? Put your head on
I
my
shall say this only
pillow.
once until VMAC doesn't feel, what's the word she wrote?
Magnanimous.
Until VMAC doesn't feel magnanimous anymore. Magnanimous. Bully. Stop with the bull. Shh. I won't say the word.
Yeah, stop being frightened of women.
Because
Seriously.
Buttercup did not say whatever, okay?
What if his mother
End of
dressed...
story.
His mother wanted a girl and dressed him in girl's clothing.
Tutu.
Yeah, pink tutu. It's always referencing back to sort of the effeminate side of Bully. He even wears a merkin on his face. You know, the one video we did see him, he's got a merkin on his face. That's a girly thing. It's like being one in the harems. Strange. Hello, RC. Good to see you. You have a great day at work.
Okay, don't work too hard, RC. He will be so insulted by you hiding that comment. He will, yeah, probably, we'll see.
Did you hide a comment?
I did.
Oh. You're surrounded by strong women.
Because I could sense that VMAC was coming in the room, so I went back wherever he...
There is a slight shudder in the mantle in the crust of
her.
Australia when just prior to VMAC appearing. It's like the whole country sort of is preparing.
VMAC, I'm going to get some water. Hold the fort, love.
It's a beautiful night. It's not cold, not hot, which is good. Good sleeping weather. Going to have a nice hot shower shortly. Get into bed, turn the fan on, and drift off. You do a lot of whinging, Bully. You have freedom of speech. It's only when your behaviour crosses a line that the good guardians of this palace crush you. Yes, it's a behavioural issue. It's like having a 12-year-old boy saying, can I have another ice cream? No. Hello, Mel. So in that secret thing that we sent you, did Mr. Mel get to see it? Mel? Of course, we won't mention what it was, but did he get to see it? Oh, okay. Well, I actually meant it for both of you, but that's all right. It's just me and you then, kid. Here's looking at you. Of course, that secret, be right back and Seed's business. Oh, the thing. Yes, yes, okay. Well, it was meant for both of you. Another thing, I don't know. Have we got another thing going on? I'm not very perceptive like that. Well, as long as it brings a smile. We have some aqua arriving. We drink a lot of water, actually. I did have a beer tonight. 2 in 2 days. Woo, I'm peaking.
Were you telling that we're alcoholics?
I didn't say that at all.
No, because just the rumour will
Just
start.
talking to Mel.
Ah, is my Mel here?
Yeah, she'll be right back.
Oh my God, Mel, how many times have you come and be right back?
No, she's only coming. She hasn't left. She may be visitor free.
My God, all this.
Mel's the only person I know that runs a bed and breakfast but never charges for it. I know you're hanging on to the water, but can I have a sip?
Ah, sorry.
Cheers.
I was trying to catch up
Cheers,
with...
everybody.
I was just trying to catch up with all Mel's writing there.
This is the most precious thing on the planet, by far.
Just want to rephrase that.
No, without that you wouldn't exist. Got out of that one nicely.
Yes, we've... Seeds has come online, waiting for someone to tell us a bedtime story.
Yes. Once upon a time would be the beginning. There was a small child who packed a lunchbox. He used to go to school and get beaten up by all the girls.
But
And
did
this
he-
is where he's complex. I've hit it on the head, I think.
Yeah.
I think I've found it. He was beaten up by a 6-year-old girl, his first day of school, and ever since then he fears girls, women, through authority. He's frightened of them. The moral of the story? Toughen up, princess.
Bit hard to toughen up in a tutu and a Avenger lunchbox.
Oh, that's terrible, Bully. Let me just give you some empathy. Oh, Bully, that's terrible. That's no good.
And a long KV Mac shoved him over the...
Yes.
Took the lunchbox. Do you have a new lunchbox, Bully? Still waiting for that video too.
Have you still got your prime job where you a moderator in that room with the boy in the can? I mean, you must be peaking at, what, 10 or 11 viewers? I mean, I've only got 9, so obviously I'm not an international celebrity.
Delete what comment? Oh, I see. It's a funny comment. A bit of a humorous comment, not a lying comment, not a nasty comment.
A line of low self-esteem and insecurity.
Oh, I don't see a Mac, so how can I delete anything by a Mac? There's no Mac in the room.
The only person with a Mac is you, Bully. You have a new Mac every week.
I have a Mac.
Yeah, he buys an iPad each week. 2 or 3 iPhones. He's got the whole... He works for Apple, I think. He's in technology, so it's probably Apple who he works for. Yes, yeah, you're mod in the Man in the Vans can now, which I believe someone tells me, I haven't been there, but that if you weren't there, the numbers would be below double figures. So it's just as well you do attend. Yeah, no.
Oh, yes,
but
I saw
isn't
that
he
VMAC.
Alpha? Isn't he Alpha VMAC?
Saw that VMAC.
I mean, someone said this person came up and might have weighed 100 pounds, and he was cowering, like, don't hit me.
I actually did see
Very
that
strange. I think Bully will have to go around as his personal bodyguard.
Oh, but if Bully's mod whatever, he surely was in there protecting his master.
Well, you would think so.
Like, doing what a mod should do.
Maybe he sort of just hid behind the cowering shadow. See, the difference between reality and fantasy is that you don't have to tell people what your character is. It unfolds before them. You can't say, I demand respect, because that's never given that way. It is earned. You can't say you're a king unless you're officially appointed by the royal family of any country. You can't be the king of freedom because there is no such thing. So all these are in the realm of fantasy. So it's a bit like Shrek and Donkey. And I'm not saying that Bully's the donkey, but, if you put them in the character, you probably, without being rude, you probably would be, hey, donkey, give me another $50. That was a good move, Bully. You ever got any other great investment advice for other people? See, Bully's misunderstood. I think he's actually quite intelligent to the extent that he understands how the world spins. But he does tend to lean towards people of an irk that are off-centre, would be a kind word to use, and defend the indefensible, which tells a lot about a person. If your whole aspect of life is to defend the indefensible, you like being Charles Manson's lawyer, for example. Pretty tough thing, you know, you're never going to win. You know you're behind someone that is delusional, and the outcome is pretty much forecast as you're buggered. So I'm not sure what the garnishing reward for someone to do that would be.
Look, just calm down, because that's a little bit deep.
I probably lost him somewhere.
Exactly. I didn't even get to read it. Damn.
I think I just witnessed.
Oh my goodness.
I just witnessed behavioural enhancement therapy, which is all good. You know, sometimes you've got to be a little cruel to be kind.
We must have lag. Must have been something good there.
Well, like I say, indications of anyone trying to defend the indefensible is like, why do they do that? It's like, there is no outcome except defeat. Yeah, we all make mistakes, VMAC.
Yeah. Oh, look, I've done it, VMAC.
Actually, I think the hidden moderator, the secret moderator called Mac,
yes,
might have done that. So don't take the blame for that one, VMAC.
Oh my God, are you still listening, bully? Just do the snow video and I'll come and comment.
There is a word for people that do that sort of thing. It's called codependency, but it's not always aimed at losers, but it covers them well. That people support people who have absolutely no integrity, no morals, and no care about anyone else. Yet people support them. But I'm going to tell you something which will be alarming, because I mentioned Charles Manson. He had over 1,000 regular people that supported him and wrote to him every week. It's hard to believe, I know, for someone like Charles Manson. But like I say, trying to defend the indefensible is what people do. What's that? Oh no, I deleted him, not to comment. Oh, that's okay. I'll leave it in your good hands. I appointed my chickens.
No, I supported my chickens even though they didn't lay eggs for ages.
Yeah, yep.
Yes?
Chickens do that, particularly in the heat.
Sometimes I just don't want to lay, Mel.
Imagine pushing out an egg every day. What are you doing today, Doris? Lay an egg. Oh, that's good, Doris. I'll do one as well.
Bentley stole them also. Stole the eggs.
What do you plan to do tomorrow, Doris?
I'd...
Lay another one.
Did he really, Mel? He stole the eggs and brought them inside.
I've seen dogs do that. Pick them up, not break them.
But I've not broken, Mel?
Yep, they pick them up and they put them in little corners and save them, like they're little toys. No, during the heat, chickens go off to lay. You know, in most countries, the heat is not what we get. But at 105 or 110 and the chickens are outside, they don't want to do anything. They just want to sit there and pant. And that's what chickens do in Australia. They sit there and go,
yeah.
It's really hot. And they say to each other, I'm not pushing one out. Are you? No, bugger that. Too hot.
Yeah, they want better grain, Mel.
I'm pretty sure they get pretty well fed at Mel's place.
Yeah.
They even get their toenails painted, so let's not say they're ignored.
No, this is true.
They're very catered chickens. In fact, they're only there as residents. They don't really have to lay eggs. That's just a bonus on occasions. But YouTube's a great example of people trying to defend the indefensible. It's everywhere, and it's gullibility on a certain level by some people. They're just gullible. It's blinded loyalty on other occasions, and then at the very top, it's absolute codependency. I will go down with the sinking ship, irregardless. Welcome back.
Oh, you're back. Boy, that was quick, Mel.
Must be hard for Mel. She often makes chicken dishes, but she loves her chickens.
Yeah, but
I bet she says to the chickens, it's lamb. I know it looks like chicken, but it really is lamb. They can swim. I can swim like a fish. We'll test out your theory when we whack in a swimming pool, Mel. I'll say, go on, swim. Because Mr. Angel don't swim.
Mel's near a beach. Of course she can swim.
Yep, there's a big difference. Yep. It's like some people, and Mr. Gangel's parents were the same, will raise animals and then not have the heart to eat them.
Oh, I remember that with the rabbit that time. I think I've told the story, just so poor. I had nothing, to the point that Dad killed our pet rabbits so we'd have some food. Well, it wasn't quite that bad, but anyway, Dad killed them, Mum did whatever, put them on the table and we walked away. Just couldn't eat them.
I've had no qualms in the past raising animals, slaughtering them, and now this is a word, we won't hide it, but eating them. But they had a fantastic journey from baby animal to plate.
Yeah,
And there was no malice in what I did. It was a natural process, one that my families have done for thousands of years.
Mum and Dad used to say it was the story of the fact that we never bothered to look after them, but that was a lie, because we loved our rabbits.
Yep, I'd often say to the animal just prior to the time, thank you. I did, seriously.
Yeah, but that's different if you're raising to eat, but as soon as they get a name, they stay there.
I used to name all my chickens chickens, and on occasions I'd say little piggy. But other than that, it was still piggy.
No.
And sheep. Mainly sheep, actually, over the years. You were waiting for maybe my appearance. Yep.
Yes.
Yep, I've always believed that. It's like even when I use the word again, slaughter my vegetables, because they have feelings too. I prize them. I mean, you've not seen a proper garden from me yet. Some people in the past have, but most of you haven't. I care for my vegetables. I raise them. I talk to them. I seriously do. And I'll sit in amongst them and I'll look around, see if there's any bugs. And then I put little bits of coconut and breadcrumbs in little jam jar lids on stakes. And the little birds come down and then they pushed a bit of it. And then the birds go down and look underneath the plank, go, oh, bug.
Oh, yeah, we used to love watching the finches do that.
I care for my plants. But they all know, and I talk to them, I say, look, you're going to have a journey in life. It won't be long. But you will enjoy it. You'll get all the nutrients you require. You shall have water whenever you need it. And if there are any little invasive weeds, I will remove them from your feet. But in the end, you'll be on my plate. And none of them ever actually raised, no, there was no riots in the garden. There wasn't like stormtrooper parsnips and carrots gathering, you know, shards of split peas and attacking me. They all understood their process in life.
Well, don't tell me you gave the bubba worms to the chooks.
No, I never named my vegetables. I kept them generic, like I would say, good morning, Lipocursicon esculentum.
Mel, that's what I'd be like.
I'm sure VMAC knows what a Lipocursicon esculentum is.
You sound like something out of Harry Potter.
It does. It sounds very wizardry, but it's not. It's Latin for a certain vegetable.
Yeah, I'd be like
there
that.
There are thousands of varieties.
I mean, yeah, even a cockroach. I stand there and say, seeds, there's a cockroach.
And she kills them. VMAX Googling Lipocursicon esculentum. I will know what this is.
If people don't know that, you could
I could rattle off hundreds of Latin words for vegetables.
People would think you're putting casting a spell on them.
Yes. Actually, I might do that one day. I'll do a silly
Yeah.
video with Latin names for
Names.
vegetables.
Yeah, see how many people actually try and Google, see what you're saying.
Have you figured it out yet, VMAC? What a Lycopersicon esculentum is? 2 words, not one. Lycopersicon esculentum.
A pea,
No,
a radish,
no.
tomato.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
It's the Latin name for tomato, which is actually a fruit, of course.
Why do they have to have such fancy, long, fandangle names for things?
It's the original. It's the original name given to them. It's like the other variety of food, which is most common, is called carota.
Carrot.
Well, yeah, but it's actually the name of the wild carrot from thousands of years ago.
She missed all that. She had a phone
Nah,
call.
she heard every word. She just couldn't Google it quick enough.
No, she was actually.
How does he spell that? Lycopersicon.
RC Boy's trying to ring her to say, "Why'd you do that to me?"
Yeah. She's put him on hold. I'll be right. Be right back.
She's put him outside with the animals.
Don't forget to high five Mr. Seeds. Right, what did I do? Okay. On the digits. Huh?
On the digits up there.
You talking to me, Mel? Well, are you? You feeling lucky?
Oh, I see the paint's got to him, I think.
Actually, that's good paint. I mean, as for the brand name,
right.
it really goes on really well.
Yeah, actually, I was watching, yeah. So it was half YouTube watching. You know, you went from 3,000 people watching to 6 by the time you finished.
Well, that's okay. Can she hear me? Hello, Auntie.
Hello, Auntie.
Thumbs up, I was talking about. Okay.
We don't know. Somebody called Mac did it.
Yeah, I don't even know them. I think it's one of my secret moderators.
Have a bit of a laugh, bully. Have a bit of fun. Nice, not nasty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, Mel.
We all are. Yeah. In fact, it might have been done through transcendental meditation.
Yes.
Group thought.
Group, yeah. I told you. Who is Mac or Vincent? Don't know who you're talking about. So you're obviously seeing people in here that we can't see, which is a bit scary.
I'm going to challenge you now, Bully. Bully, I'm going to challenge you. I want you to recite any poem. Just do a poem for us. I want to see your creative side.
Yeah, I don't know who Vince is. It's obviously
Vincent?
a
Oh, I know who Vincent is.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Long, long time ago.
That's right. No, no. I don't know.
Comes in here and says g'day, but he doesn't have a wrench.
You know who Vincent is? I have no. I don't know who you're talking about.
The day the music died.
It'll be bedtime, sure.
And they were singing bye bye, bully, goodbye.
No one knows VMAC. It's all right.
Where's my poem, Bully? I want to see your creative side.
And the video of the snow. That time you were apparently timed out by a Mac or a Vincent who we have no idea who they are. You could have done a snow video.
RIC, Bully, is still round. Well, if you probably thought about your dietary intake, maybe you could not be round.
Yeah, I agree
so
with
much.
you, VMAC, but he doesn't hold a wrench in here, so I have no idea who he's talking about.
I mean, it's a bit delusional. I mean, don't know a Mac. I don't know a Vincent. So is the weather going to allow you to go camping, BMAC? Far more important discussion
Yes, that's
than the
true.
insecurities of someone who's only 5'6".
And tries to take over the chat with crap.
Unless I see a poem from you, Willie, I will not acknowledge you.
No one's. Yep.
If anyone else acknowledges him, boot them. Until he comes up with a poem, he is now going to be exiled.
So we're waiting for VMAC to see if she's going camping. And Mel, did you? I know you're cooking the chook tomorrow, aren't you? Not tonight.
Do you know what makes the chicken really, really moist, Mel? Is cut up a lemon into quarters and shove it up its bum. That always works. Put a bit of thyme in there if you like. Bit of thyme, fresh thyme. Whole big lemon, cut into quarters and shove it up there. My goodness. It permeates the chicken. It's juicy. It's got a little lemon ting. You got to flip the bird. Yeah, you do actually, to insert the lemon. I'm pretty lazy. I basically get the back legs and I'll tie them together Friday morning. Ooh, in the skidoo, that'll be fun.
In the skidoo.
And then I fold the wings back on themselves. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, Mel. So you pull the wings backwards and put the pointy bit down. And then I'll add a little bit of olive oil all over the skin. Maybe butter, depends how I'm feeling. And then I will add in that butter a little bit of garlic. Then what I do is I get some paprika out and gently sprinkle it over. Then I get some pepper and sprinkle that over, and then crush some salt and sprinkle that over. And then I finish off with a little bit of parsley. It actually looks fantastic.
Did you?
Even before it goes in the oven.
Mel, did you hear the first bit about how he sits his bird? He puts the wings.
No, I know what she's saying. What I sit the bird on is 2 pieces of bread.
Yes. And Mel, when you cook a chook on 2 pieces of bread...
Chook is just chicken, Vima. So that's what I do. 2 pieces of bread. I do the same with the pork roast. Yeah. You end up with little bits of fried bread on the bottom, if you like. And you can actually put a bit of garlic and butter on top of the bread before you put the bird on it.
My dad used to like eating the bread after he made a roast.
How you cook a chicken is how it stands. Right? Breasts down on nice bits of bread. They don't.
No, you don't. You do the breast up. Yes, you do.
On the bread, I don't. If I'm just putting a chicken in the oven, I do put the breast on top. But by having the bread below the breast, it keeps it moist, particularly if you buttered it and put a bit of garlic.
Okay. All right, Max. Say good night, Auntie. Say good night to Auntie.
Good night, Auntie.
Big kisses for Auntie.
She's got a good age about her.
Yeah, with the bread under it, Mel.
You can, like I say, generally just throw it in upside down with the breast up if you are not putting any bread underneath it. Hello, Danny G. I can't stay, but I wanted to quickly come on and tell Mel I'm making Valentine's drink in honour of her.
Oh, nice. You have to watch her vid, Mel.
And you don't have to cook chicken on a really high heat. I started off in the oven about 220 for 10 minutes. And I'll lower it down to about 165, 170 mil for about an hour and a half, depending on the size of the bird. That way you get that little crust, and then you do that slow cooking, like if it was on a spit. You need to accept my follow. Just follow, follow. Try to remember Bully's young temper and hollow. That's correct. I think he's frightened of women, Danny. I've just figured that out. He's never frightened of me. He's always frightened of women. But that's okay. Some people have different insecurities.
Honestly, Mel, the chook on the 2 pieces of bread, if the juice and it gets towards the end where it's not a lot of juice in the bottom. I know it's good to make gravy with that, but the bread goes nice and crispy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yum. Oh, Bully, no one's out to get you.
I have to go.
Okay, see you, Danny.
Tell the man.
Don't forget to follow Mel.
The jukebox way down low.
Welcome back, B-Mac. Danny, don't forget to follow Mel, and Mel, don't forget to watch out for Danny's videos of the shots for Valentine's Day.
We don't celebrate Valentine's Day in Australia. They try and commercially push it, but no one's really into it. Really, is it?
You know what Suits and I are going to do? We're going to go down the shop to the card aisle. We're going to each pick a card, then we're going to swap them, read them, and then put them back.
Then I'm going to get a bunch of flowers from the front.
And
then I'll take them back through the shop, because they always come out the front of the shop, and I'll hand them to her.
And then I'll put them back.
And then we leave them in the trolley. Still, it's the thought that counts. I, on occasions, buy my wife flowers.
Yeah, but Valentine's, look, it's
without it being Valentine's Day.
Exactly. It's like Mother's Day, Father's Day. I don't use one day of the year to celebrate that stuff. Bless my parents, they're not here now. I would do it any time. And Valentine's Day, you know, it's basically saying it's just one day a year that people put aside to give someone flowers and chocolate.
Oh, well, that saves me ever giving Mel flowers. That's fine. I've given to her husband instead.
I mean, if people want to do Valentine's Day, that's fine, but we don't.
I got my Valentine's presents early because we will be camping. A nice new Swiss Army knife and a little black skirt. Yeah. Oh, did you put that in? No, just an army knife.
I got my Valentine's present early because we will be camping. Oh.
Usually a knife for the kitchen.
I tell my hubby to get me something I can use. So you're going to have to do a video on how to have a sense of humour, or how to say things correctly and things not to say, like why I deleted Bully's message just above.
Well, that's a bit hard to do because the sense of humour is usually garnished from the people around you. That's how it works. Or people you like Billy Connolly and, say, Robin Williams. It's just examples. You can't enforce a sense of humour on someone who is bereft of that ability to laugh, first of all. Have you noticed a lot of people on YouTube do not laugh? There is no laughter. So they take themselves far too seriously, and they are very apt to get upset if someone questions them.
It's the way you said that sentence, Bully.
I'm not recognising him until I get my poem. That is now forever entrenched.
Because I know what you're talking about, what you're saying you're going to take to work. I don't want that written in here. Anyway, Bully, where's the poem? Seeds wants a poem.
I want to see your softer side. I want to see your creativity. Until that occurs, you will never be recognised by me in this room ever again. Dun, dun, dun. And I am a man of my word.
And it better be sensible.
If it's offensive in any way or derogatory to anyone in this room, you shall be banished for eternity.
Yep, my finger's ready. So don't make it mean or nasty or about anyone.
Believe it.
Make it
or
nice.
Not.
I'm sure you've got your Valentine's Day's card picked out and flowers for somebody, so make it a really nice poem for somebody.
Well, one would suggest that may not be the case, VMAC. My last comment is garbled, but I deciphered it.
Well, that obviously means that you weren't going to do just a normal poem. Like, what's a
I'm not
poem?
recognising it.
What's
No
a poem?
point turning to me because I don't see him.
Well, I can't think of a poem off the top of my head.
The boy stood on the burning deck. His feet were well on fire. Then all the choir boys came, jumped in the back of the Lisa Marie.
Yes, that was a secret song, Mel. Yeah, that's true, Mel. Hammered means you're drunk in Australia. Anyway, just try and do a normal conversation, bully. For goodness sake.
Yes.
Yeah, a poem, not
We
a
do a lot of
limerick.
that here, don't we, Mel?
Exactly, like VMAX
We have a
said.
double-edged sword of humour. Like when a woman asks an Australian man, does my bum look big in this? And I say, well, your shoulder pads look cool. So you don't actually answer the question. And what was it with the 80s and shoulder pads and hair like a bouffant?
What about the what's that, platform shoes?
I never had a need for platform shoes. If I did, I wouldn't be able to get into many doorways.
Could you imagine Seeds in platform shoes, a satin shirt, gold chain?
I had a banana-coloured sticking to the chest lycra shirt, along with brown corduroy pants and desert boots.
Desert boots were cool.
I mean,
I would wear them
I was
now.
staying alive.
Yeah.
Staying alive.
I would wear desert boots now.
VMAC, that's not something that is not fashionable for you, VMAC.
I can't wear platform stilettos, high heels. I never could. Never wore them.
No Buttercup tonight?
No, maybe she's out somewhere.
We haven't had any questions off Buttercup in a long time. Maybe she's handed her mantle in as quizmaster.
No, she just had, either we've forgotten about it, or the other night was a self-inflicted hangover.
Ah, yeah, that was therapy though.
Yeah, I just can't do it,
I
VMAC.
usually wear heels when going out. They must be a real dazzler on the ferry.
Now I'm going to have a normal conversation with you, Bull. You've just put power off.
I don't recognise who you're talking to.
Actually, she had the power fix. There was a problem with the socket. So it's all good. And it's all fixed and all the power is working properly now.
So what food are you taking with you when you go camping, VMAC? Yeah, they had a big storm. I think it was called Celia or something like that went through.
Actually, yeah, because she hasn't actually answered. I'll have a quick look when she last answered me. I forgot about that. So there was a storm.
Yep, big Atlantic storm.
So when was the storm?
Last 2 or 3 days.
Like, are we talking a couple of hours ago, or?
Last 2 or 3 days.
Oh, that's possible.
It's a big system.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that'd be a shame. She just got a power fixed, and then possibly the storm's, No. No, Bully, you're just being stupid now.
Who are you talking about?
Well,
I don't recognise this person. I don't see him in my chat. He's hidden to me.
I just couldn't be bothered. I think we'll just all ignore you, Bully, because you just do it to try and push buttons. Yeah, we're going no-nos too,
I'm going to
Mel.
have a quick shower and go to bed myself.
Bring some
Bring
burgers.
some burgers to go over the fire. Bring some... Yep, sounds like a good idea.
What's Bonnac?
Bonnac. It sounds like it's a whiskey or something like that. Sounds like a good weekend coming up.
Well, if you call saying you have to pay the bill to fix it as being a sense of humour or funny,
Who are you talking about? I
eh,
can't
eh,
see the text.
probably from any other person, yes, it could be taken as funny, but no.
I just see a word that comes that says this comment is hidden from you. So, of course, I'll change that if someone suggests that that particular person from the past is given a poem. But up until that, that's now set in concrete for eternity.
Drugs are bad, groovy. Will we be pulling a sled so can bring
Cool.
more? Oh, that sounds cool. But what's a bonac?
It's a drink.
Oh,
Now, are you going to take firewood with you? I guess you will be, although you may have some around you, but
she's
you're always
VMAC.
smart.
You have to wait. She'll be right. She just won't be right back.
Oh, okay.
Mel, no, we don't take drugs either. Yeah, porcupines have rights too.
Who are you talking about? You're seeing things I can't see.
I know. We'll just wait for VMAC to come back and then we'll probably go to bed too, Mel. I'm going to have nightmares about the worms now, Mel. You realise that, don't you?
What worms?
That she talked about before.
In regards to what,
Well,
chickens?
her husband would have had to pay $1 for the bubble worms to feed to the chickens.
Right.
But she had 3 million. She would have had 3,200,000 and something dollars if that had happened, because there was a lot of baby worms.
Oh, okay. No wind to sea tonight.
No.
And I think that tomorrow's we may have, but I don't believe the weather department. It says possible thunderstorm. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
If it rains, I'm just doing a live video. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
It'll just be left on looking outside the window. Of course, you'll see us naked running around.
I won't be.
Why not?
Of course.
Why? Leave your shoes on.
I'll, BMAC, tell him to leave you alone because we needed an answer. What were you going to ask, BMAC?
No, I was just saying if she was taking some firewood with her, even though you can cut what you need. This time of year there's a lot of deadwood, but it's always smart to take a bit of firewood with you. Like a couple of barrelfuls full. Put them on the sled.
So how far is this ride for you, VMAC?
Well, if it's a skidoo, it could be a fair distance.
Oh, I just think of how cold I'd be. You'd have to lift me off.
Yeah, I know. Deadwood's there, but I say it's always smart to take a bit of wood with you. Even if it's only kindling. Got a heap here if you need it. If you want to come pick it up before you go, V, mate?
Yeah, there's heaps of dry timber here. Well, I hope the weather holds up for you so you can do it. But we're hoping to get a storm. But BMAC will be off camping. She won't get to see the live stream of the storm we supposedly
Yeah, that's a good trip on the skidoo, though. 3K, that's good trip distance because if it breaks down, and I hope it doesn't, 3K is not that hard to walk through, particularly if there are tracks of skidoos all the way through.
Yeah, I see.
You don't want to be the first skidoo. You want to be about the 20th skidoo because then you've got nice little channels to roll into.
Well, hopefully you have nice weather for you to go. And hopefully we get just a nice, gentle thunderstorm with gentle rain.
I hope it pours if it comes.
But it'd be good if it was at night for us and then dry during the day. Could you imagine this here, our backyard, if we get rain, a lot of rain?
An inch of rain wouldn't touch this. It'd be dry by morning.
That's what I'm saying. We want it at night.
Yeah, I'm saying if it rained even an inch, you wouldn't know it had rained. It's so dry. Are you going to use the short stops? What's the snow like? Is it powder or is it firm? Those big long snowshoes are a pain in the ass. I've used them. Short ones are good. It sounds like a good weekend though. Campfire, probably singing a few songs, having a tipple or two. Good times. Yeah, well, that would explain Australia in that sentence. Everything's off the beaten path here. Make some s'mores. You're not going to do the, what do they call it? Marshmallow thing, are you?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Of course you got to.
I'd rather stick a sausage on the stick and cook it over the fire than any marshmallow any day. That's not yours either.
No.
Someone's obviously coming in here while we're not looking.
I was going off to bed.
I'm going to have a shower.
Well, VMAC, you're going Friday, I think she said, aren't you?
It's going for the weekend. Oh yeah, of course, gelatin, yep. They have some big ones in the shops here, you know, the ones that are about this big, which is absurd.
Make some s'mores. What's s'mores, VMAC?
Hello, Lake. If you've missed the paint drying video, I'm going to put it in slow motion so it goes for 12 hours. I'm sorry to do this too late, but we're just about to go to bed. I'm going to have a shower, go to bed.
Yeah, I'm just
Mystic
waiting
will go to
for
bed.
VMAC to tell me what s'mores are. Make some s'mores. Maybe it was a miss.
It's food, I'll give you a hint.
Well, I'm presuming it's food, yeah.
Yes. We will like.
Roasted, I meant it melts the chocolate.
For me, VMAC, when you go camping, everything's good, singing and eating good food, whatever. But after the fire starts to damp, make sure we've got a bit of foil and a few potatoes. Put them around the edge, just cover them with the hot coals. Forget about them. Make sure we've got a bit of butter, a bit of salt and pepper. For me, roasted potatoes on a campfire.
Yeah.
Slowly, not chucked in the middle and burnt.
That is nice, actually.
Yum. Oh, there's a song for you there, VMAC.
Yeah.
Just the two of us. Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of songs with like that.
What?
There's a couple of songs with just the two of us.
Strangers in the night. VMAC's got a knife.
Well, everybody.
I can just hear the words, would you like to get intimate, VMAC? And VMAC says, would you like to die?
Yeah, it's the pink one, Lake.
A pink tutu.
I'm glad you're debt free. That's really good. So that means you can go and make videos and
Who's
put them on your
debt-free?
channel. The one that you're not talking to.
Well, I can't see him. I no longer get the opportunity to see
potatoes
his
this
text
time.
until he gives me a
If
poem.
it can't handle being
Oh, you got to have potatoes,
frozen
VMAC.
overnight, we don't bring it. If it can't handle being frozen overnight, they don't bring it.
Potatoes are fine to be frozen. Trust me. You just don't let them freeze. You know the bag you put your sleeping bag in, VMAC? Whack your spuds in there.
Yeah, have them up your foil ready.
That's what I used to do when I used to go to cold country. I put carrots, parsnips, turnips, potatoes, all in the middle of the sleeping bag. Not a problem.
All right. Off to bed. Nope, not doing it.
Fine,
That's it.
it's just a suggestion. When I go camping with you, there will be potatoes. Just be aware.
They'll be
And they'll be mine.
just like you won't share the bear rug.
No, it's not happening. I don't want her to have nightmares about the poor animal that was encased in the fur.
That's true. All right, we're us going. Everybody have a good day. Oh man, not so close. Love yous.
Yeah. Well, have a great day if you're just starting it, and I look forward to you telling us how the camping went. -20 doesn't bother me.
VMAC, I don't want to camp with you at
Doesn't
minus
bother me,
20.
VMAC. Mind you, when I come over there and we go camping for a weekend, just me and you, VMAC, when the return trip comes and you come here at this time of the year and we go camping, you won't need a sleeping bag. Trust me. All right, guys, have a great day wherever you are. And if you're going to bed like us, sleep tight.